Who had worse locker rooms, the Coliseum and the Gladiator 2,000 years ago, or you in the 80s at Old Taylor Field? Which one was worse?
Well, the Coliseum is pretty well preserved. So Taylor Field has started to collapse a little bit at the end of it all. I'll tell you this, the stakes are completely different, obviously. I walked through the bowels of the Coliseum thinking, this is where their team times, when they came out in groups, like we saw in the movie Gladiator, where that first time where they came out and he asked if anyone had been in the army, and they said, well, let's stay together here and fight against the other group. We walked through where they would have been sitting there putting a game plan together. That's me from a football angle, sort of trying to make the comparison. When, as I mentioned off the top, in the first 100 days of the Coliseum, 500 gladiators were killed. The stakes were slightly different coming out of that locker room than they were coming out of the locker room in Taylor Field.
All right, so we'll say Taylor Field was worse than the Coliseum. As a fan, I knew it was awful. I could only imagine what it was like for a player. You guys were supposed to have all the perks and advantages because you were the celebrities.